lovelies, and welcome back to An Abundance of Sophie. So picking up where I left off in my last episode of my travels, I had left Bristol, arrived in Cardiff, and I started my first full day in Cardiff by heading into the city centre to go to Cardiff Castle. It's a beautifully historic site, and I really enjoyed wandering around and taking it all in. And I even paid a little extra to go in and see some of the interior rooms and apartments that would have been used by royalty back in the day. And once again, there was a gorgeous library, which if you watched my Dublin episode, you will know that I am a sucker for a good library. So I was really enjoying taking it all in. And just continuing the theme from Bristol of taking things slow and just not rushing to be places. I didn't really have a list of things to see in the city. I just wanted to experience it. So after the castle, I took in some souvenir shops, picked up a few things, and then just wandered off. As I was wandering, I just kind of pulled up Google Maps and just clicked on attractions near me. And one that interested me was the Scott Memorial Lighthouse. So I walked for, I don't know, maybe 45-50 minutes north of the castle and found the lighthouse, took some photos with it, wandered through the park surrounding it, and then slowly kind of made my way back towards the city centre. By this point, it was getting late in the afternoon and it was turning very cold. So I headed to one of the big shopping centres and just headed through there, window shopping, buying a few things. Once it was dark, I headed in search of a place for dinner. And then after dinner, I embraced my inner grandma and I headed back to the hostel for an early night. Then on my second and last day in Cardiff, I decided to head down to the harbour. I'd kind of been heading north of my hostel. So for this day, I decided to head south. Once I reached the harbour, because of the cold winter weather, it was pretty much deserted. So I just took in the sights a bit, took some photos, stopped for a coffee and just chilled out for a bit. And then instead of walking 45 minutes back to the city centre, I decided I'd take the water taxi, which took me up one of the rivers, back into the city centre and dropped me off right near Cardiff Castle. After strolling through Bute Park, which is next to the castle, I spent my afternoon at the National Museum before heading back to the train station and departing Cardiff and heading for Liverpool. Now, Liverpool was just a way station for me on this trip. For the most part, with each location, I was arriving late evening on day one, staying the night, having a full day, staying a second night, then staying majority of the day before departing. Now with Liverpool, I was just spending the one night because I've already been to Liverpool. I even made a video about it when I visited with Canada and Jess back in, I want to say 2015, but it was maybe 2016. So I was just staying there because I needed to go to Blackpool the following day, and I knew that I couldn't get from Cardiff to Blackpool in one go. It was going to take me too long. So I spent the night in Liverpool, kind of had a wander around in the dark and enjoyed the Christmas lights. And then the following morning, I boarded a train for Blackpool. Unfortunately, it did not go as smoothly as I hoped it would. There was a lot of strikes and delays, and my very easy trip turned a little bit convoluted when I had to take multiple trains, kind of work out where on earth I was going. And once I finally reached Blackpool, I took the tram to the Fleetwood Stadium because the whole reason I was going to Blackpool was because I was going to support my English football team AFC Wimbledon as they were playing away against Fleetwood, and it just kind of timed up really nicely with how my trip was working out that I would go to the game. And it was wonderful that we actually won the game, so I was in excellent spirits as I caught the tram back to Blackpool and then caught a train down to Manchester. And with the trip to Manchester, I will once again leave us here and pick it up next episode. And once again, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you are watching all the series, let me know. If you've been to any of the places that I'm mentioning, pop a comment, let me know what was your highlight of that location. If you've been to Liverpool or Cardiff or Blackpool, what's your favourite? what are your best memories from there? I love sharing travel stories with people. It's why I make these videos. I always find that everyone experiences a city in a completely unique way, and it's awesome to hear those differences. But anyway, I'll leave it there. Next episode, we'll be picking up in Manchester. So for now, I'll just say thank you for watching. As always, please like, comment, and share this video. Subscribe to my channel, and for a greater remembrance of Sophie, you can follow me on my social medias. Bye guys, see you next time.